And I'm live. So, good morning. MacBean's Guys Fitness here at the Edge Gym in Streeter, Illinois. Get my bench workout in. Today I'm just going to do some reps. Not going to worry about too much what I accomplish in that. I had a really good weekend. Did a lot of exercising during the weekend, even though it was supposed to be like rest days. Good afternoon over there, Miss Worm. Thanks for hopping in again. I was listening to some other vids yesterday and today, and it seems like there's a new thing out, which is not a new thing. But it was interesting. So far, the Canadian Prepper and John at Prepper Nation have talked about it. I'm sure Rudy will probably cover it too. It seems to be the big search item. They call it werewolf preppers. Too funny. Ooh, that felt heavy. Hopefully it'll feel lighter next time. So I got 2 thumbs up. Appreciate it. 2 in chat. Hopefully the notifications went out. I know sometimes it doesn't. Did anybody get the trailer before they got on? I know a lot of times that's a hit and miss too. Werewolf was your nickname in a school. Interesting. I didn't get a trailer today. Well, there was one on there, but I know it's a hit and miss. I'm tempted to pop in on my phone from another channel and see if I get it. I can always do that later. But anyway, I did a fun video yesterday with the dumbbells just as a kind of the ones that tell me I shouldn't be lifting heavy weights because of my age. I expect that could be misinterpreted in some way. I just don't know where to go with that one. You'll have to provide more information. Yeah, Banks doesn't get close to me when I'm throwing weights around like that. Well, the only time that Banks gets close to me is if I'm on the deck or if I'm in the garden. Anywhere else in the yard, she tends to stay away from me. No clue why. But she'll hop on my lap in the house too. Yeah, but if I'm in the middle of the yard and that, then she kind of keeps that distance. But she'll come in the garden. Your shaggy haircut. Oh, I thought maybe it was because you could howl like a wolf. I know I can call coyotes in. Sometimes almost too well. I see you, Zach. All right, we got the men are coming in now. I started throwing things around. How we doing, young man?
Good. Back at it today?
Always.
There you go.
Always. I work out at home too.
Oh,
I got weights outside, dumbbells, and I just toss around.
there you go.
And then where I work, I got heavy stuff that I lift.
Oh, where you work at?
Caterpillar.
Oh boy.
And they got these grates about 70 pounds, and I'll just sit there, do a set of 10, when no one's looking because you're not supposed to do that.
Uh-oh.
But I like to get my workouts in. So it keeps you going.
Yeah, absolutely.
So time for another warm up. Push this a few times and then go up heavier weights. That felt good. I'm live streaming.
Yep,
In
solid.
case you're wondering why I'm talking to a screen.
Hey, everybody does though.
Oh, I know. If you would asked me a few years ago, I would have not said I was one of them. My daughter set my channel up. So, young man here, he pops in here and say hi to everybody.
Hello.
Zach, right? Yep. I got to hear names about 15, 20 times before they sink in. That's okay. Yeah, it felt easier the second time. First time it felt a little heavier, but that's usually the case. Oh, I'll bump it up 50 pounds and we'll go from there. So if I match them over here. These are actually the ones I wanted. Change them out.
Those ones are easier to lift because you have to put your hands.
Got a place to put your hand, yeah. I had somebody say, those ain't real weights, they have holes in them. And I'm like, really, people? Like the holes made them lighter or something. That does make them easier to grab hold of.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it looks cool. Good morning, Steve. How we doing? So, how was everybody's weekend? I had a pretty fun one. I was bummed out the canoe trip got canceled. But then again, that was probably the reason I've got more energy today, because last year that was like a survival trip. Took a lot out of me. So we had a rainstorm come through, and rain not so much I'm not too worried about. But there was wife says, well, they don't call for lightning, and by that time I could hear the thunder going through. I won 50 quid. Oh, congratulations. So how much is 50 quid in American currency? She's over in Great Britain.
Oh boy. That's a journey.
Yeah. And the internet's just mere seconds. She lives there. So I know I sent some money to somebody I know over in Germany. He made a piece of artwork for me that I thought was really cool. Okay, so about $61. There we go. Oh, that's a good night on the town for you and the mister. Let me see. Got that picture here somewhere. Oh, here we go. So he made that for my wedding picture, my daughter's wedding. That's what I was wearing. So I sent him a photo, and he did that burning in the wood over in Germany. And my daughter is over in Germany right now.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So because it's so expensive to send stuff from Europe, we waited for her to get there, and he just sent it to her motel, and she's gonna bring it home. Hey, Art Wildman, how you doing? Thanks for popping in. And so I'm gonna be excited about it. I probably still won't see it sometime until Christmas, if she's in Arizona. And if she likes it, I might just tell her to keep it hanging on her wall. So, it was at her wedding. So Ark Wildman's in Arkansas, as the name kind of demonstrates. Steve is, I think he's down south. And Miss Worm's in Great Britain. And right now I got about 7 people in chat. So if you're in chat, pop in and say hello. Appreciate you stopping in. Hit the thumbs up. Like, subscribe, share, whatever you like to do. Papa's Farms, hey, yeah, good to see you. Just seen you about an hour ago here on Prepper Nation. Yeah, that was an interesting subject he covered. I think Canadian Prepper was covering it yesterday, but I couldn't really hear what he was saying. I was trying to figure what that was about, but once he started saying what it was about, I knew exactly what he was talking about. I have an acquaintance that I've known for decades, and we were over at my godson's house, and we were talking about what we're doing to store extra, food and stuff like that. And my godson asked him what he was doing. He goes, "Oh, I ain't worried about it." He goes, "I got guns and ammo. I'll just take it from the neighbors." And after he left, I told my godson he picked up some very interesting information there. I said, because if it does hit the fan and he shows up, he's not a friend. It's unfortunate because it's a stupid thing to do. Even if you are planning on doing it, you still should have your own stores. Good morning, Jason. I know. Well, work does that. I do understand that. That's hard to get those shifts right. I know I'm working out a lot earlier now because of being on second shift. Usually I don't do my workouts until like 3, 4 in the afternoon. So this is kind of a new thing for me, but it now is the norm. 275, let's give it a ride. So that went up pretty good. I was happy with that. Let me see. There we go. Might have to move it where you can see the weights. And I'll get the phone back over here. Let's see. Gotta get this adjusted. Just about. Let's back up just a little bit further. A little bit further. What? All right. Yeah. I think you can see the weights clearly now. Let's see. Do we have 2 more of these? I see 1. Not that it's necessary, but there's the other one. Sounds so conspiratorial over here.
We're not messing around.
I know. So how much is this?
No idea.
Okay, well, bar weighs 45.
Yeah.
Each one of these worth 45. Without using your calculator.
Oh, come on, man.
Without using your calculator. Now, the way to figure out big problems, sometimes you break them into smaller problems. Let's forget about the bar. So we know that's 45. What's 45 plus 45?
Yeah.
90.
Correct. Now, quick way to figure out that 90 is break 45 in half. What's 40 plus 40? Oh, that's easy. That's 80. 5 plus 5. Oh, that's 10. Now we got 90.
There you go.
All right.
Thank you a minute.
We got another 45 to it. How much is that? Hey, LeBron, how you doing? Thanks for popping in. We're doing a little math here.
135.
Right. And another way of doing it is saying, well, 90 is only 10 away from 100. So if I added this to 100, then you get to take the 10. These are some tricks.
Yeah.
Now, here comes a tough one. What's 135 plus 135? Break it in two problems. What's 100 plus 100?
200.
What's 35 plus 35?
Um, 60. No, 65.
No.
No, I'm wrong. Wait, math is not my
If
strong.
there's two fives in there, he has to end in a zero.
Yeah,
What's 30 plus 30?
it's 60.
Okay, what's 5 and 5?
10.
Add the two together.
70.
Right, so it's 270.
Yeah, there we go.
Now we're going to add 45 to 270. So how much do you need to get to 300 from 270?
30, 40 more. 30, 40.
30.
30.
All right, 3 plus 7 is 10.
Yep.
All right, so that gets you 300. How much do you have left over from 45 when you take 30 from it?
10, 15.
15. So how much is that weigh?
200. Aha.
What'd you end up with? 300 and?
I lost my train of thought.
It took 30 to get to 300.
Yeah.
You had 15 left over.
350.
There you go.
Okay.
315.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Math is my subject.
I don't like math. Math
Oh, I
is
love
not my
math.
subject.
Math is the language of science. Anything you look in nature, you can apply it to math. Exercising the brain today, you know it. And I don't use calculators because you don't learn anything when you use a calculator.
Yeah.
We were at an academic meet a long time ago, and the young man who was running the meet, very bright young man, he's using a calculator to add up all the scores this way. And me and another father around my age were giving him the answers faster than he could put it in the calculator. He goes, "How can you do it?" I said, "It's just addition." He goes, "Yeah, but the numbers are running this way." I said, "I don't care. It's 1, 10s, 100s, thousands. I don't care if they go this way, this way, this way. It's the same thing." Yep. I tell you about the tricks of the nines. Are you doing the multiplication yet?
Something with the fingers. I know that. With
No,
the
not
nines.
the fingers.
No?
Are you doing multiplication yet?
Yeah, we
Okay.
finished multiplication.
Okay, so all the way up to 10, if you add the numbers from the multiples, they will equal 9. So 9 times 1 is what?
9,
9 equals 9. 9 times 2 is what?
90. Or no.
So
18.
18?
Yeah, there
1 plus 8 is what?
we go. 9.
Okay, 9 times 3 is what?
27.
2 plus 7 is what?
9.
See a pattern?
Oh,
9 times 4 is what?
that's 36.
3 plus 6? 9 times 5.
45.
4 plus 5. It's going to be 9.
Yeah. I was like, wait, I feel like this is going to be a trick.
Nope. 45, 54, 63. You add one, take one, add one, take one. 72, 81, 90. So, Papa Farms. It took me a time as a kid to grasp math. Now I'm better at geometry than algebra, go figure. I'm still better English than math. Yeah, English is my tough one. Sometimes I don't speak right. I don't speak that good as, but math and science were my strong suits, and I can read extremely fast. So when I was in 5th grade, they tested me, and I was 1,600 words a minute. Yeah, I can read a novel in an hour, which means when I buy books, they don't last long. It sucks.
Just read them in one day.
I felt pretty comfortable today.
Did you read any of the Harry Potter books?
I didn't, but my oldest daughter did. Guess what grade she was when she read the first one?
4.
First. I taught my kids to read and write before they went to kindergarten.
Holy cow.
My mom taught me to read and write before I went to kindergarten. So I think that gives you a huge advantage. We didn't buy them electronic devices. We bought them books. And then we would read to them. And then they would look at a word and we tell them what that word meant. And it takes a lot of patience, but the time they were in school, they were the best readers in class. So they read like I do. They can just, I always say, eat books. That's awesome. I see. You'll see, Jason. I'll tell you right now, today, I'm not even worried about what I push. I'm just going to throw some weight up and just go where I can go, and not going to worry if I, hey, Kelly, how you doing? Not going to worry if I hit a weight or don't hit a weight. And in between sets, I'm giving out math lessons. Because I love math. Remember, fives, multiples of fives will always end in a 5 or a 0. Always.
Yep.
So if there's 2 fives involved, it's always a 0. Unless it's 5 times 5.
Right.
That's 25. But yeah, it's always, those are the easier ones. 3s get a little hard. What's that appointment? No, what's that appointment? What was that adverb you used?
I'm talking about this. I know. What do you call it?
Oh, Ray, I'm back.
Thank you.
So 315 felt really good. I'm gonna go to 365 and see how it feels. And then just kind of remind me to start the video on the phone. Just kind of on an angle. I'm gonna leave it on an angle. But yeah, math was my strong suit. English not so much. I did have a teacher my sophomore year made English fun. I think that's the first year I got a B in English. Otherwise, I just didn't see the need for it. Obviously, I see it now, but math and science are more enjoyable. You read my mind. I wouldn't have went up. I would have went right to 365. Yeah, and that's usually how I did my workouts. 315, 365. My next one would be 405 when I'm in top shape. And then I would make kind of a decision at that time where I wanted to go. But it feels good today. I'll just, we'll need a spotter for this. I know Michael says, you take too long between lifts. Yeah, well, I hit the time, so I'm going to, don't have to kill myself doing this. I just got to be steady. Remember, slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah.
So, but I will give it a couple more minutes and I'll knock this one out. I did some tricep work, not the intensity I wanted to. It just got busy. I'll still do that. I think tomorrow I will go in early because I got to go to the DMV and get my sticker. $151 now for their yearly sticker. And I guess it could be worse in other states, but not too many. And then maybe I'll run in a gym there that I've been paying for and haven't been into for, I think, 3 months. It's like I'll probably just go in and get a workout and then decide if I'm going to cancel or not. But it might be worthwhile to have it still going in the winter when the roads will be bad. One of the reasons I like this gym here is this. It's I got a room where I don't have to listen to that music, which YouTube sits there and makes life difficult for us creators if you have it on. And I usually can get a spotter here at the other gym, not too much. It's instead of getting new plates every year, because you used to get new plates, they put a sticker on the plate every year. So it's a tax. Oh, absolutely. So it used to be $30 and it was $50. Well, now it's $151 for a car. For trucks, $350. So yes, it's a tax. State of Illinois kicked up taxes big time the last couple of years. Fees for buying a new car used to be like $150. Now they raised that up to $330. So they still don't have a balanced budget though. You get taxed on what you make, you get taxed on what you spent, you get taxed on what you save, and then if you die and you give it to somebody, they try to tax it again. So by the time you work, you owe people money. So I think I've had enough break here. Let me go find a spotter, and I'll be right back.
Oh, okay, yeah. You'll learn, everybody knows I sit here and talk to myself all day.
So many people are like, all right, I'm just going to go for one. Christian.
Yep.
Yeah. I get you and AJ mixed up. No reason, just young good man. All right, 365. Let's get it right for one. Oh yeah, that felt good. Thank you.
Yep.
The dreaded 2.5s. Let's add these ones. Kind of what it feels like. Hey, Okie Con. Hey, thanks for stopping in. We have a road tax of 165 euros. Some exceptions, but not many. And then if you live in the city, they have a vehicle tax there too. It's usually $50, $75. And if you live in the big city, then you need to pay for parking, which can be $100 a month. And so there's a reason why you make more money in the big cities. You have to, because they get it back. I added 5 pounds, Jason. The next one will be 370. Remember, slow and steady. No reason to be in a hurry.
Okay.
No reason why I shouldn't get it, though. That went pretty easy. Got to get back to the outside and finish my quail aviary. Oh, cool. I'd like to see pictures on that. You have a channel, Papa's Farms? If you do, I'll look you up. If you have videos on that quail and that. I bought quail one time and then released them on my property. They lasted 3 or 4 years, which is rare when you do tame birds. I tried it with pheasants and it didn't work, but Papa's Farms, thanks for dropping in. Appreciate it. Thanks everybody for the thumbs up. appreciate that too. It helps the channel's, I guess, popularity. Did raise pheasants for a couple of years, but I probably made about every mistake you could make. So after that, I just used to buy them, let somebody else raise them. So how much do I have on there? I had 50 pounds.
We were at 327? No, we were at 315.
Right?
So we added
50 pounds. So we know it's going to end with a 5
right.
because a 0 is nothing. So really, all we're adding is 1 plus 5.
I can't think of some reason.
1 plus 5 is what?
6, so it's
Okay.
365.
There we go.
Brain wasn't working.
Cool. That's right. So the young man will either want to come here and get math lessons or he's going to avoid me. One or the other. It's a 50-50. You know what that means, half and half, right? Yeah. What grade are you? We're going in 7th?
Yep.
Well, they should be offering algebra pretty soon, shouldn't they?
We kind of learned it.
They didn't when I was in 7th grade. You had to go to high school for algebra, but I think my daughter was in algebra, I think, in 7th grade.
Yeah, we had to do some weird algebra in like 6th grade. It was
Yeah,
so
it's all for X. Yeah, the word problems are the ones
Yeah,
I found the toughest.
I got F's on all of the ones that were just.
Word problems are tough, trying to break it into an equation. There's a trick for it. They are tough, though. When it comes to math, those are the roughest ones.
I got an F on we did 6 sheets of
Thank you, Kelly.
I got F's on.
Oh, well.
My math teacher, he yelled at me. He like, you gotta get this right. You gotta get it down.
Who'd you have for math?
Mr. Kane.
Are you exercising on this bench?
Oh, no, you're good.
Go ahead. No, it's all yours, sir.
All right, thank you.
Even if I was, I'd let you have it.
Oh,
He yelled at me for no reason about it. It's like, dang.
Well, in the school year, from here working out, you can bring your math homework. I can help you out with it. I won't do it for you, but I can help you. I can help to a certain level. It's been a long time since I've been in school. My dad was a
oh, yeah?
carpenter, so he knew geometry because you use that building stuff. I didn't realize how smart he was until I started working with him.
There you go.
So, I think it's time to give 370 a ride. I do have Chuck here. See if I can get his attention. And then remember to hit my record button. I did that one time where I did like 3 lessons and I forgot to record it. I'm like,
Oh,
well, you're going to just have to see it in my live stream.
You know all those songs, right? All the million.
Watch form. Remember, form is more important than the weight. I know a guy, he's a 1,000-pound squat. He can squat 1,000 pounds. And I was at a meet with him, and my son was there. He goes, oh my God, that's impressive. And he goes, we all started with the bar. But that was really motivational.
This guy plays with Journey. You heard of the band Journey?
Yes, I have. Yes, I'm that age group.
He's playing with them this weekend.
Are you?
Well,
What do you play?
former singer, keep with you,
Awesome.
opening for the playing with the Guess Who. in Minneapolis.
Oh, I guess so. That was the first 8-track I bought.
Yeah.
And then I recorded it over on, give you an idea how old it was, reel to reel.
Dang.
Yeah, I had a reel to reel player because it was better quality than 8-track or
Nice.
cassette.
Okay, you know the stuff.
Oh yeah, I still have all 300 of my albums.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm a vinyl guy too.
And then
Yeah,
I got
Minneapolis.
the Guess Who, the one in Canada with the Taxman.
Yeah.
You know, and,
Not too many original members still in the band.
no, they're not. It's a rough one. So we're gonna have a man here who's gonna be spotting me, Chuck, who's going to be playing with Journey. Man, that's
Well, a couple former members.
former members. whatever.
I'm
It's
smiling.
pretty
Are you
awesome.
sure you want this?
I love live music. That's why we're always at the trade falls, because of live music. Let me turn the video on. I almost forgot.
Oh, man.
Hey, you've already been in a few videos, so you're all right. You didn't know that. So we're here with a legend. Chuck plays keyboards, and I love live music. Where are you guys playing?
Minneapolis.
Awesome.
Saturday, back Monday.
Cool. All right.
Want to help out?
No, I'm gonna take it. It's fine. I got it. I got
There you go.
it. Yay!
Boom.
370. It's finally went up. I gave it a ride. So did we try 375?
You get a room to spare on that one.
Yep. So I think I'm gonna give 375 a ride. I had somebody ask me why I posted the fail at 370 last week. And I said, well, if you only post what you do, then you're going to make people think that you're always successful at this. So you got to post when you miss, because
Absolutely.
it's this type of a curve. It does move up, but like last week, I didn't do as good as the day before, the lift before, but that was all right. Still got the workout in. Made some, yeah, you're right, Steve. Push-ups are paying off. So I've been doing push-ups every morning. And I did do some tricep work at work. I can't film there though, because they have a real policy about that. But I made some adjustments. I do feel much better today. Now Thursday, when I do this again, maybe I won't, but still, it's what you're looking at over time. So I'm watching some of these guys over deadlifting. So I'll watch form, especially with deadlift. Form is very important.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing with this. I got a buddy. Hey, he's a big, strong young man. I can tell he's younger than me. And he was boom, 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 boom. He did like 30 something, almost maybe 40 that way. And they say, wow, man, I got the record for this. I said, well, you weren't doing 4 reps. Well, it's still impressive because he still did damn near 40 of those, but they weren't full reps. It's all about the bingo wings. No bingo wings there. The young lady from Great Britain, she said bingo wings. I said, what that? They said, well, those old ladies, they got the flops. I'm like, oh my God. She goes, that'll be stuck in your mind all day. Wilmington, I was working with a college kid, and we're pretty equal in the deadlift. And we had this guy who's about 40. So we're deadlifting here, he's deadlifting there. And he's mansions. I told Ryan, I said, this young man's gonna get himself in trouble. So, we start out with 135. Everybody's having an easy time with that. Went to 2.25. Everybody's went to 315. And I can see he's struggling. His form's starting to go. Well, then we go to 405. That's 4 plates. And we knock it out because we're doing this twice a week. We've been doing it for years. He hadn't deadlifted in 15 years. And his butt's up here and his legs are shaking, his arms are shaking, and he's got that thing only about 2 inches off the ground and he's still struggling. I finally yelled at him, drop the damn weight. He dropped it. I go, what are you doing? Well, I did this 15 years ago. Yeah, dude, that's not how it works. That's not how it works.
You got to rebuild yourself back up.
I said, you're just gonna tear yourself up, and then you're not gonna do this again.
You're gonna end up ripping something in your arm or in your leg.
Yep. The lower back is what really can get you.
Oh yeah. That's just like me. I'm not gonna come in here and do how much weight you're doing.
Start with the bar. Oh, hold on. It took me 45 years to get to that weight.
Oh my gosh.
It's not bad. Wasn't too bad. Right, because he's not using wrist wraps. And when you do that, you can hold more weight. So there's only so much weight you can hold like this. So if you want to hold more weight, then you invert your arms. Or you use wrist wraps, but when you go to competition, you can't use a wrap. So, no. If you can't hang on to it, you shouldn't be lifting it.
Oh, that's true.
Now, they'll let you use a wrap this way to support your wrist. I don't use anything. I don't use a belt. I don't use wraps. My feeling is if I need to, I probably shouldn't be lifting, especially at my age. So I got 375 here. We're going to see if we can give it a ride. I think I've given close enough.
Leave one plate here though.
We call it a trap bar, but close enough. X bar works too. So I got 12 thumbs up. Appreciate that. If you're new to the chat, pop on in and say hello to everybody. Help when my chat's still working. Sometimes when it stops moving, I wonder if my connection got iffy on me or not. So 375. Let me go find my spotter.
This is heavy.
And none but see or
Where would you do this? Cycle. Or get that back. Yes. Yes. You got it? RJ. RJ. There we go. With one hand. Yeah. This thing is wobbly. Yeah. It's just like you don't. We're not gonna need these. Huh? Yeah. You do? I'll hurt my back. Yeah, I'm shopping.
How long did you set that for?
Oh, there's a set for.
Oh, there's what?
What?
It says 1.1, must be.
All righty. Well, get this turned on.
I'm gonna move this forward.
So I got 365, I got 370. So now I'll see if I can get 375 all right.
How about?
No, I think I'm gonna take it. Oh, I got it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're mine. You're mine. Whew, thank you. Makes up for those 3 weeks of not hitting 370.
Man.
I feel good. About 3 weeks I was stuck. 365. Now, impressive as this looks, last year before I got COVID, before I got the flu, before I got the vertigo, I was doing 480 pounds. So I'm trying to get back to where I'm at. I was also 30 pounds heavier. And weight has to do a lot to do with it too. You lose about 2 pounds off your bench for every pound of weight you drop. There you go.
Center your left hand. Your left hand is forward. And do like 3 reps.
It did help. And like I said, he's a keyboard and he plays with
Got it.
Journey, the band Journey. He plays with the Guess Who.
There you go.
They're not all the original band members, of course. And he's going to be up in Minneapolis playing with Journey as a keyboardist, which I think is awesome. And if he ever does play local, I'll make sure we go out and see him. So yeah, feeling really good today. Hit 375. Probably even got 380. But that was 375 I just did, Jason. And to be honest with you, I probably have 380 in me. But I think I'm going to go down and do some reps. Obviously, it's a big win. Feel really good about it. So, yeah, I feel good about that. So I felt strong today. Probably if I would have done that canoe trip, I would not have been able to hit these weights. So 365, 370, 375 went up. I am tempted to go after 380. It is tempting.
I've always been told if you feel like you can do more.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go after 380.
There you go. At least you're trying.
Not your way, am I?
Yeah.
Not your way, am I?
I thought I was in your way.
All right. We'll go after 380. Hey, Yogi Khan. You might have got 385. Go for 380. I'm gonna go for 380. So I got 380 loaded up there. Give it a few minutes and go back for another spotter. And of course, what I expend here is going to take away from the lower ends, but that's okay too. Definitely it's helping with the positive mental attitude. Yeah, I got 12 thumbs up. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up. If you haven't, please do. It helps with the algorithm. And like I said, today is one of the better days. I got my Superman shirt on. That might have something to do with it. You never know. So breakfast consisted of, as soon as I got up, I had a big glass of Fairlife milk. Then after that, I had a big bowl of Cheerio cereal. Believe it or not, a lot of carbs in that cereal. Like between that and the milk, I probably had about 36, 40 grams of carbs. I think which also has a lot to do with the energy I feel today. And when I get home, I'll probably cook up some eggs and then make me some sandwiches for work. I've been trying to increase my intake of food. I think for a while I wasn't putting enough food in me because I was cutting the weight. And I think that also was affecting me. Yeah, well, I don't think Donald Trump said he would say that. But he's what? He's only 10 years older than me. 10, 11, 12. What is he, 72? I don't know, he's in his 70s. But I let my lifting do my talking for me. Hey, Joe Brooks, thanks for hopping in. Good to see you. Remember to hit the thumbs up. For some reason, YouTube pays attention to that stuff. And I'm going to see if I can give 380 a ride. That'll be 4 heavy lifts, which constitute a pretty good workout. But sometimes it's better to kind of creep it up and let your body know what you're going after. 76, okay. He's 15 years older than me. Now, I'll give you an idea. The one man a couple of weeks ago that was around here, he just turned 80, and he's working out here. And I mean, he's from one exercise to another. Very impressive. Hey, Randy, good to see you. I had another guy, he's got to be 87 now, that I lifted with down in Bloomington. And he's only 180 pounds, and he benched every week. He benched 235 pounds. He deadlift 365, and he'd squat 315. Very impressive. So
That's a lot of weight.
it is, especially for his weight, his body weight, because he's 60. Well, he was probably 80 pounds lighter than me at the time, in his age. So I mean, I know somebody in their 80s that can barely walk, and I know people in their 80s that I aspire to be when I hit that age. So I think it's one more time to getting ready for 380. So 365, 370, out, 375, out. Try for 380. And then we'll probably call it a day. Especially, if I get up, I'll see how my form is.
Oh, yeah. Go far.
Okay.
All right.
Just be in the room.
Well,
You want to get on next?
feel a little crazy,
Okay.
so we're gonna go after 380. See if I can knock this up, and this will be it. So I say.
Yeah.
Come on, John.
Come on.
Come on, John.
Yeah.
Come on.
Nope. Ah! That's okay.
Close, man. It's close.
That was really close,
That was right there, yeah.
and it still gives me a very good exercise, especially fighting it at that break point. So I'm still happy I went for it. Like I said, 370 was my goal. I got it, 375. This will fall here pretty quick. So feeling really good about it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Now we drop down to the hard reps, the burnouts. These ones that make you turn purple. So a lot of times, the burnout set is where you make your gains. I mean, you do have to lift heavy to lift heavy. But if you come down to your burnout set, which mine is 315, and you can still get an extra rep, then you can feel comfortable that you're probably going to do more your next workout. And it has to do a lot with how much rest you get. Obviously, the weekend I get more rest than I get when I do my Thursday workout, because Tuesday and Wednesday are my 10-hour days. And of course, working in the heat,
That's terrible.
where it's actually, I work, there's furnaces all around me, so it's 97 to 107 degrees where I work. I do drink a lot of fluids, but I mean, it's signing out. Thanks, Jason. Appreciate it. Thanks for all the positive comments. Appreciate those too. I'll get these videos posted up in the evening and see what people have to say. Yeah, it's weird. I can post the 365 video and get 2,000 views. The 370 gets 30. You never know. It's YouTube's weird. The thing is, I noticed that, my returning viewer number is going up. So that's a good thing. And my new viewer number is going up. So that's a good thing. So, looking at the analytics, it is showing that my channel is going the right direction. And to be honest, being at 5,000 subscribers in under a year, I think is just amazing. I do have that second channel, MacBean Farms and Prepping. I got 56 subscribers. And that one, if I get up to 1,000 subscribers, it's great. If I don't, I'm not really worried about it. This is my main channel, but that one's the one I wanted to use for more of my gardening stuff and walking out in the fields and the animals I see. Because sometimes I'll post the same video on both, just to see how the views differ. Just see what hashtags do what. But they're always changing things around, so it's a hard thing. But the Farms and Prepping one, I'll have my garden one. I watered it this morning. I didn't have to water as heavily because I did have a good rain on Saturday. And plants are doing fantastic. I'm really happy with that. I did plant some more big plants. What I did is I had some watermelon, pumpkin, and squash. I soaked the seeds in water for about an hour and a half, and then I planted them. Yeah, MacBean. I don't know about MacLean Farms, but that's okay. I guess because I dropped 30 pounds, I am MacLean now. But boom, ching. This is one of those off-the-fly dad jokes. I've got hundreds of them. So the 380, I'm still happy with that. I mean, if I would have picked my butt off the bench and that, it probably would have got it. But then it's not proper form, so why do it? I try to make sure I have the proper form before I call it a lift. So when you're bringing your butt up on that, you're really doing a decline bench now, and that's just a whole different muscle group. So getting up to 375 a day is a really good milestone for me. And 380, if not by Thursday, by next Monday, definitely. And then I'm only 25 pounds away from 405. So that's giving me some hope. And what I might see is I might start seeing a more of a boom. Yeah, I was tired last week. Just too much working, and I definitely felt more energetic. Even though I did lift during the weekend, I didn't lift as heavy. We definitely got our 8 hours sleep. Usually I get 6, which is sufficient, but 8 is better. So yeah, I definitely felt more energy today than I did. Thursday was a tiring day, but you still come on in, you still come in and do the workout, you still get a benefit from the workout, still get motivated. I went and had fun outside with the dumbbells and other things. I'll probably tomorrow I'll probably throw the discus and maybe do some things with the dumbbells and that. And then if I think about it, I'll go in early because I got to go to DMV and get that sticker. And then maybe I'll stop in that other gym and just kind of do some heavy tricep work. We'll see. It's a little tough in the summer to do this because, Mama's is off school. She got the summer off. We like spending time together. So, she knows Mondays and Thursdays I'm going to be in the gym. I'm going to do the discus. So next year I'm going to enter the event. The events now are pretty much over. It's a spring, early summer type thing. But I think by next spring I can have my spin down and be throwing decent weights, or decent distances. I'm happy with the distances I'm throwing now. Keep that field mowed, and in the winter, even if you can't throw, you can still practice to spin indoors. And there's a lot of things you can do to keep the form. So with the discus, I have the strength for it. It's the form that's really got to come along, and the release. I had a few that released really nice, and you could tell they went sailing. Then I had another one like, whoa, which is going to happen. And then you just think about it and you throw again. So yeah, about every 2 or 3 days I'm going to throw. Didn't do it this morning, but I might do it this afternoon. It's supposed to be a cooler day, so if I get home in time, I might do it. And maybe do a couple throws. I'll see how I feel. So at the time I do want to run out and get my shirts. I'll call and see if she's home after I check a few things, and go from there, because she's been hanging on those shirts for a while. She's probably wondering when the heck I'm going to show up and get them. And I need to get them so I can sell them, because I got 2 I need to ship off. Also, Kathleen L., if you are in chat or pop in or watch this, I still haven't got the information from you. You were one of the winners. You may have dropped off the live stream when we did the drawing, but you did win. So Kathleen L., you need to send me your information so I can send you the shirt. Otherwise, I won't be able to. So skip 315 a ride. Tighten the weights up. There we go. You got to tighten them up every now and then. They'll get loose.
And in concerts, we're playing in our in-ears. We're getting click tracks and other things that people
Right.
don't hear. So the timing can be flawless. The drummers are like machines.
Right.
But that doesn't tell how you play to the bass player and all that stuff. You know what I mean? It's
Yep.
it's
I know 2 bass players, and they said, yeah, they can't read music.
I
They can play.
know Grammy winners that can't read a note. Believe me, they don't.
So 315, let's give it a ride. I'll take 6 after doing all those heavy sets.
I think so.
Woo! That felt good. Now, do I want to do the 2 1/4? I don't know. That's too much like cardio.
Yeah, it will be, yeah.
Thanks, Chuck. Appreciate it. Way. So that's good. Getting 315 by 6 after all those heavy sets. Yeah, 6. I feel pretty good. And now the counting, yes. Yep. Well, the one thing you can always count on is some math lessons here at MacBean Scottish Fitness. That's how they teach math. Let's be straight. There you go. A show I never watched when I was a kid because we had one TV. It was a little 19-inch black and white. And you're only allowed to watch one show a week. And my show was Star Trek. Otherwise, we were outside. We weren't in the house. I learned from my dad how to get the kids to want to stay outside because every time they came in, he gave them something to do. Oh, I need this done. I need this done. And amazingly, they'd figure if you stayed outside, Dad didn't find work for you, which was Dad's goal. So I always felt there was more to learn out in the field than there was in front of a TV. Now, they did get to watch a lot of TV, especially on Saturday morning, but there was a time when I just turned the TV off, saying, okay, that was enough. It's a beautiful day, sunny in the 70s. Go find some dangerous animals to play with. We really don't have any around our place. I think the most dangerous thing we have is skunks. Only because you can come out smelling pretty bad when you encounter them. So, 15 by 6 feels good. Do I want to sit there and do a killer rep at 2 1/4? No, I don't. Will I? Probably. And then do I want to run out the Ottawa? I don't think I want to run out the Ottawa today. Maybe I'll do it Wednesday morning. Just shoot out in the morning one time, get it knocked out of the way. You have a lot more stinky, bitey, itchy things all over there. We do. Mosquitoes are number 1 on the list, although they haven't been too bad this year yet. It's been kind of dry. Ticks. But, you wear a big wide brim hat. You have your shirt not tucked in. You have everything so they fall away from you. And then, of course, the wife and I do a visual tick check, when we come back inside. Out towards Missouri, Randy's area, got chiggers. Had a bad experience with them climbing up a vine playing Tarzan. Ain't never going to do that again. Those are your main ones. Bees, but bees don't bother me too much. So yeah, you get out west and south, you got scorpions, which you'll get stung by accident. They'll climb in your shoe and you'll put your foot in there. and that's not a good thing. So you always make sure you knock your boots out in case they're inside, they come flying out. And tarantulas, but like anything, given the opportunity, they will move away from you, not toward you. And then you got the rattlesnakes and copperheads and water moccasins west and south of us. We do get them up here every now and then, but they're rare. Only 2 occasions. One I caught by accident. I put it back underneath the board real quick, and the other one was a copperhead that curled up next to me when I was fishing on a rock. It was sunning itself, and when I got done sunning it, it took off down the river. I wasn't worried. I was wearing boots, had jeans on. Chances are, if it did try to bite me, it wasn't going to get through what I had. Yeah, skunks. I had one walk me back in the house. I guess it wanted to be friends. You know, and you don't want to shoot them because then they unload when you shoot them, and that smell stays there for weeks. It doesn't go away. Yeah, cats. So Binks, like I said, it decided to be our pet. It was I think someone had it, got tired of it, and a lot of times they'll come down our road because it's a farmer's road, and they'll just drop the cat off. I think this one they claws busted. And you see the scraps I threw out in the garden, plus it was a really good mouser. But yeah, and I think the winter of 2019, I decided to come up to the door, and when I opened the door, it stayed there, so I fed it, and well, over time, it became our pet. So when I'm on the deck, it has to be on my lap. It wants to be petted. And sometimes they'll get a little rambunctious and start scratching me, so I get scratches all the time from her. And I'll have to toss her off, and then she'll come back about 15, 20 minutes later. You know, if I'm out in the garden, she'll come out in the garden and supervise. But if I'm anywhere else, she won't come within 30 feet of me. So kind of weird. That's cats, but she likes my attention, and Mama lets her in the house, and I'm not there. She'll go search the likely areas and go right back to the door. When I come home, she's either in the garden or she's on the deck waiting for me. Yes, water moccasins are very aggressive. We're fishing in Reelfoot Lake. My buddy's fishing with a bobber and it's chasing his bobber, and he keeps reeling in faster. I go, Paul, stop reeling it in. It's chasing your bobber. It's going to come right in the boat. And Paul was panicking. He kept reeling in, and I had to pull the pistol out, shoot the damn snake. You know, I said, you idiot, just stop. You'll figure out the bobber isn't something you can eat, and it'll leave it alone. Yeah, water moccasins are a cottonmouth. They're part of the pit viper family. So they bite you. They will ruin your weekend. So very poisonous. And chiggers are just little bugs that'll get underneath your skin by the hundreds. And just make you itch like crazy. You have to get a chigger wig, which is it's almost like nail polish. You know, so it cuts off their oxygen supply and makes them back out. But they're no fun. I'll see if I can get somebody to watch me turn purple.
Yeah, I might think you need a CPR or something.
Yeah, let's go Burnout. I report.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, it's only 225. I was doing heavy.
370 some a few minutes ago. I had to use 2 fingers on each hand.
Wait, yeah. All right, let's do the burnout here.
Burnout.
This is the one I dread. I'd rather do the 380 than knock this out for as many as I'm going to try. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, you can stay out of your way here until.
I don't know how many that was. I didn't count.
20 or 21.
Was it?
Yeah, 20 for sure.
No wonder I feel bad. I'll have to count them.
Yeah.
Crap.
Yeah, well,
Thanks, Chuck.
glad I could help.
Absolutely. He was using the force. 20? Awesome. 20, good. So 20, 2 1/4. After doing 365, 370, 375. And just a near miss on 380, 315 by 6. Now 2 1/4 by 20. And I call that a workout. I'm on a YouTube live stream.
You are?
Yeah, so I'm not talking to myself.
Well, that's okay.
I got people here from all over the world.
Oh, fantastic.
Well, I feel good. Today, I give myself an A. Has rattlers. The rest have my watermarks as a coverage, yeah. Well done. Fort Stewart, Georgia. Me and Spike Fort Thomas used to catch rattlesnakes and copperheads all the time. We had a lieutenant wonder why we were all 7 of us in the track team were all of the Caucasians. I said, there could be a reason. So he joined us until he opened up the cooler one day and there was a copperhead in there. It almost got him. Of course, he had no business opening up our cooler. And he got his stuff and we were back to the 7 Caucasians again. Everybody else was just afraid of snakes and we weren't. Selling the American countryside. Well, what's life without a little risk and danger? So, today was a very good workout. Very good day. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to run out to Ottawa today. I think I will do it probably Wednesday will be my day. Oh, that's the hardest lift. It's almost like cardio.
I bet.
I wrote it 20 times. So I turned the same color as my shirt. But that's where you get stronger than those burnout sets.
That's smart, but
Well, I'm 100 pounds off what I used to be. After COVID, I had a tough 6 months, so I'm on my recovery.
I get that.
So last year, my top bench was 480 pounds.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I'm ranked 5th in the world in my age and weight class for raw bench.
That's impressive.
Yeah, if you'd asked me 20 years ago, I would have been, oh, hell no. I'm too tall, my arms are too long for that, but never say never. Time to put my weights up. Always rack your weights. Or don't get racked by your weights, one or the other. It's funny because of the rates at work, doing this is like nothing. It's like almost throwing. Whew. All right, got 13 thumbs up, which I appreciate. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. So yeah, that one video where I say it's a rat snake in the garden, it's actually a fox snake because rat snakes only get about 30 inches long, and this thing was almost 5 feet. So I did some more research, and that was a fox snake, which is a constrictor. It's mice. So I'm actually got a tarp spread out to provide them habitat. I checked it today. There was nothing under it. Of course, they could have been out hunting. So I recovered it. I know one time I had a pool liner sitting in the field for a while. And when we moved it, there was like 3 corn snakes. There was like 3 emery rat snakes and about 5 garden snakes were underneath it. And the people that had helping me, the 2 twins, Kayla and Kristen, their boyfriends both ran away, and they stayed there and helped me move it. And I said, well, I know who the men of the family are, and it wasn't the 2 that just ran. In the hallway into the bathroom, yeah, they can get in the house every now and then. Was it just a regular, corn snake or rat snake or fox snake, or what type of snake was it? I could literally step off the plane. A porcupine would fall on my head and I'd step on a rattlesnake. Probably not. They don't hang around the airports. That is funny. And the one thing, the porcupines are usually up further north, because I had a very aggressive dog that would kill skunks. Didn't care if it got sprayed or not. Skunks, rabbits, cats, he would kill them all. And I was so glad there was no porcupines in the area, because the dog didn't have any quit. Couldn't see if it was poisonous or not. Yeah. In that case, err on the side of caution. It was just a rat snake, yeah. So it wasn't that big. But I like snakes. The coolest snake I caught was a little green grass snake. Only about that long, probably only about as thick as my finger. And I was looking towards the pond, and the wind was blowing, the grass was blowing. And then the wind stopped, and I seen this movement. I said, oh, that's got to be an animal. 5 foot long, then it wasn't a rat snake. It was probably a fox snake. Rat snakes only get 30 inches. And the fox snake will look just like it. So if it was 5 foot long, it probably was a fox snake. Still a constrictor, so it's not poisonous. Watch that one video and see if it looked like that one. It's a beautiful snake. And for me, that was the biggest snake I've seen in Illinois. That's native to Illinois. I hope to see it again. It was pretty cool. Beat the sucker with a fireplace poker. Yeah, I guess I can't blame you. I had no mercy. Wham, 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 wham. Well, it was trespassing, I guess. I know if one got in the house, the wife would probably get me on it, but I'd probably just put some gloves on and catch it. And if it was a constrictor, I wouldn't even worry about that, because they can barely break your skin. And a lot of times, if you just kind of keep letting them go through, they don't even realize they're caught. They think they're just rolling through the grass. I did that with that garter snake I had the video of. I just kept going, and I kind of held on them loosely, and then I put them back under the tarp. So long as they don't feel threatened. But probably was a fox snake, and they're aggressive. And yeah, in case of doubt, beat it with a fireplace poker, I guess. Too funny. So, very happy with the workout today. Definitely 4 and 5 foot rack snake, because they were killing our chickens. Yeah. I'm just wondering if they were fox snakes, just because of the size of them, and the markings are very much the same. Yeah. I don't blame you. And if they're killing your chickens, then they got to go too. There's other things they could be eating. No, I'm guessing they were getting the chicks. Yeah, that's the problem is when you have livestock. I know when I had pheasants, I had a weasel get in there and just kill like 10 of them. They just do that. So I had to set traps out for it. And I don't like to take out weasels or anything like that because there's not a lot of them there. They are kind of rare. But you have to get to the point where they're starting to mess things up, then you kind of gotta either gotta convince them to move out of the area or you gotta take them out. Morning, Chris. How you doing? Very good day, Christopher. If you watch it later, you can see it. But I hit 365, hit 370, hit 375, and I nearly got 380. I suppose if I lifted my butt, I could have, but I didn't want to ruin my form. And I finished up with 315 by 6, which is great. And then 225 by 20. So once again, lifts I'm extremely happy with. There we go. Problems I can get a lot of places. So hour and 26 minutes in, 15 thumbs up. I appreciate. I think it's time for me to have my protein bar I brought with me and then head back to the hacienda and get ready for my work day. Probably take a walk out to the garden again. Probably just, if anything, just put it back on my MacBean Farms and Prepping so you can see how the garden's coming. Difference between a stoat and a weasel. One is weaselly distinguishable and the other one is totally different. But a boom ching. It was definitely better today, Chris. Definitely better today. So if you ever want to find a weasel, all you got to do is go round and round the mulberry bush. All righty. So thanks for joining in. Remember, rest, nutrition, proper exercise form, positive mental attitude. Don't let your failures hold you back. Use them to motivate you to sit there and do better the next time. Thanks for joining in. And I do appreciate you popping in with a thumbs up and with the comments. And like, subscribe, share, join memberships. Send gifts. I don't care. But I do appreciate seeing y'all here all the time. It motivates me to do better. And I'm off. I think I'm off. Try to get there. We go.